Hi guys, we continue with our mathematics classes. Today we will see the portfolio number 1. What is that? If you remember, a portfolio is a recapitulation of exercises, activities and homeworks, yeah, and is the most important part of the evaluation because it's the half of the percentage. What elements it have? Okay, the first one, make a drawing where you identify the angle classification, yeah, only for one all classifications. For example, here I used a Simpson house drawing, yeah. That drawing is important that it need to be a drawing because the drawings is using lines, yeah, to identify angles. Yeah, for example, I use shapes here to identify that angle and use another shapes here to identify that angle, and you will do uh, all classifications. The all classification is by measurement and position. For example, here by measurement, I don't know, for example, the obtuse angle, if you use the color red for identify that angle, here you need to use a red 2, yeah, and define why is a obtuse angle. For example, an acute angle, okay, you need to use the same color to identify that angle and explain what is a acute angle. Yeah, this is the first element. Okay, we continue. Number 2, select for exercise in which you apply conversion between the angles measurement systems. Is exercises you did, yeah, you will only copy that exercise here. Number 3, select 2 exercises for adding and subtracting sexagesimal degrees, showing a graph of the movement performed. Yeah, okay, let me show you. For example, this is an adding for sexagesimal degrees, and this is the graph of the movement performed. How you can do that? Okay. For example, here is, remember, it's an example. So I use 35 degrees, but here is 35 degrees, 25 minutes, and 46 seconds. You need to convert to the decimal. Yeah, but I will use all the full angles. Yeah, how you can do that? Okay, in GeoGebra you use that kind of angle by measurement. Okay, for example, here, let me check. 35 degrees, 35 degrees. Yeah, let me clean. Yeah, okay, so you need to draw the sides of the angle. Yeah, this is the size of the angle. Okay, this is the first angle, and you need to add 19. Well, it's a full angle. Okay, 54. Okay, now again 54. Yeah, and move the angle to see what is the measurement, and again draw the another side of the angle. Okay, and you need to measurement of the another angle. Okay, this is how you can create the graph of that movement Yeah, you only to understand what is an adding and what is a subtracting, you need to use a shape here, an arch. For example, here I will use that. Yep. For example, I will use, if it is an adding, you will use that arrow. If it is subtracting, you will use that arrow to the other side. Yeah, this is all. Okay, we continue. Describe the activities carried out by the cell phone. For example, it depends. If we are in presential places, that activity you did using the cell phone, taking pictures of all angles in the school. But if we are in an online situation, you did that activity using your cell phone, but you take pictures in your home. Yeah, you only copy that activity here, but you need to identify the first one angles by their measurement, and the second for their position. Yeah. Okay, number 5. Create 2 everyday situations where you identify the parallel lines cut by a second, describing what the angles are formed. Okay. For example, here I will use for that everyday situation train tracks. Yeah. It's a little difficult that you find a picture that you can find parallel lines in the picture exactly. Yeah, because all the pictures have perspective. Yeah, so it's very hard to find a picture with exactly 2 parallel lines, but we know that the train tracks are parallel. Yeah, so you will use that picture to identify, using again shapes to identify the parallels and the second. Yeah, and you will mark all the angles formed inside. Yeah. Okay. Another thing, number 6. Conclude, describe as a team what you learned. Answer the following questions. When you do angle exercises, how you determine what type of angle it is? Yeah, it's about the classification. Yeah, how do you verify that the solution to your problem is correct? Yeah, it depends. Okay, number 7. Individual conclusion about what has been learned. Yeah, before submitting your portfolio, check the learning map. What is the learning map? This is the learning map. It's a table that have a value of the specs that you will do. Yeah, and every aspect have another table. For example, here this is the aspect, the element number 2. Yeah, the exercise that you apply conversion between angle measurement system. Yeah, between degrees to radians and radians to degrees. Yeah, so check first that tables before you send me that work. It is normal that you will get the autonomous. Yeah, here that level is normal, and this is the perfect. If you have that performance, receptive and resolutive level, you need to correct your work. Yeah. Okay, guys, this is all about the elements of that portfolio, so we check the specs. Okay, clean and neat. This is clean because maybe if we are in presential classes, you need to print it. Yeah, but if we are at a distance in online classes, it is not necessary because the work that you will do is clean. Yeah, but neat, yeah, it's important in neat. Okay, uh, the font size, Arial, um, um, and 11 size. Page cover with the full names in alphabetical order by the last names, 5 student maximum. Yeah. You can use the covers of that web page. Number of portfolio, date of delivery, topics. Um, you can send by email, but if we are using Microsoft Teams, you will send by that application. Yeah. And this is all. See, this is all. You need to add the learning map to that table to the work. Okay, guys, this is all. I will wait for your homework. See you.